Mumbai Indians play Kings 11 Punjab. Now, Mumbai Indians, of course, are coming off that one loss against the Rajasthan Royals. But Kings 11 Punjab are coming off just loss after loss, and we keep wondering and we keep thinking what's going on there. But that's basically about Rahul and Gale, and it's been about them and more about Rahul because he's got so many runs. And like we said today, Butler, I mean, that's just shocking. He's got half the runs for the Rajasthan Royals in the last few games. But Rahul and Gale combined have got 60% of the runs for Kings 11 Punjab, probably a little more now. And Rahul doing the lion's share of that. And Mumbai Indians is thinking, that's the guy we need to get. We get this one guy, and we are in.
I'm just trying to look through. Aaron Finch, 8 matches, 84 runs. Stoinis, 6 matches, 98 runs, just 2 for him. If you look at their other batsmen, who have they got any form out of? Mayank Agarwal, 11 matches, 120 runs only. So Crick Buzz's guys looking for. Karan Nair, 12 matches, 247. Not bad, but you want more. It's not good enough. You want more from those guys, and that's the key. And Mumbai will be looking at it tomorrow and thinking, okay, Gale, he's fallen off after a great start. They'll have Bumrah up front to him to basically get it through, take it away from the left-hander, and they'll just want to pick up Gale.
It's like any format, Dooley, isn't it? Once you lose your form, you lose that mind and that ability to get the big scores. So those players have been used to getting 10, 15s. You know, their mind and their game and their mentality at the minute for quite a few weeks is not in their mindset of getting the 60s. You see Dinesh Karthik walks out, he's like you just plugged him in. Just a robot, knows how to play. And it's completely the opposite. When you get players who are in that kind of state of mind, it's so obvious and it's so hard to get out of. It's so hard to suddenly just switch and try and be positive. It's so difficult as a player to do that.
And as a team as well.
Very, very difficult. I mean,
we become heavily reliant on those guys at the top, and when sort of the panic sets in. You can see their dugouts like, oh, Jesus, Gale's out.
And these games are coming so quick. You know, generally you need. You know, they had that week, which was a bad week off at the wrong time. They do need a week off now to kind of regroup, get some practice sessions in. They've just got to hope tomorrow night that the star players rock up. Those two at the top, and if those two arrive, they can beat anybody. But if those two go early,
then you're in trouble because that middle order, as Dooley just said, with the numbers, have not been getting them the runs. Do you envisage any change in this playing 11?
You'd like to think that David Miller would be given another crack, wouldn't you? I mean, Aaron Finch, as it just said, 8 matches, 82 runs. I mean, how can he keep playing? We've talked about it enough with Maxwell. Finch has been given plenty of opportunities.
I mean, he did get the highest score in the previous it was only 88, but he still got the highest out of that 88.
I understand that. I just don't know. I mean, I've got to find room. I've got to find room for David Miller.
Yeah, if you're winning, you stay with the same team generally. If you're losing, you've got to try and just change a little bit of mentality and just add in someone like David Miller, who's been on the bench. He might come out with that fresh mindset.
Do you find it really strange that David Miller's just fallen out of the radar? He's just...
Well, I mean, it's one of the issues, I think, when you coach and a couple of your players are best mates. It doesn't bode for great level team selection. All right, and Hodge and Finch, not sure which one. I think Finchie's a bit bigger, so he might be on top at the moment. But you know, that's their relationship. And I mean, I'm all for, look, you've got to have mates. You have mates in the game, but they cannot come into it when you're selecting teams. And unfortunately for Aaron Finch, with the tournament he's had, he probably should be left out of that side. And
there's no loyalty.
No, you can't.
They can't have any loyalty. No. They've got and Hodge, Sehwag, whoever that is picking the side, Ravi Ashwin. They've just got to arrive here in Mumbai and go, right, what is our best chance of winning? And if it is to ruffle up a few feathers, you know what, that's sometimes work in sport. A few players are angry in the dugout, a few go out angry on the pitch, great. Be angry, play better. I mean, if you go out there being nice and friendly, it's not always the way to go in the high-level pressure situations. Sometimes the angry team, the angry player can be the one to go with.
Like Virat Kohli, when his team lost a few, he was like, whoa, hang on just a second, boys, I'm going to get this done myself.
But you can see the passion. And when we talked about Stokes, that little embrace with Ish Sodhi tonight, and we've already mentioned it when we were sitting up in our blue room. Watching the game, it was like he charged and he was like, he just picked Ish Sodhi up, and you say, this doesn't mean much to these guys, mate. It means everything.
I hear it mentioned, particularly back in the UK, I hear it mentioned, how can you get that feeling of spirit of team when you're only in and out, and you're only there for 6 weeks? How do you get that together? I've seen enough over my few weeks here that, as soon as you're in a team, within a couple of days, you're in a team. That's it. It's the feeling of team. All right, you won't know your teammates as well as you'd known, some of your county teammates or your international teammates, but once you're together in a team tactics, talking the game, you might take a couple of games to really be yourself around people because you're not quite sure how to act because they're new to you. But once you get that, and that generally comes quickly, you know, you can properly see the passion, and a lot of it's not just Ben Starr. I see it throughout all the different teams. It really staggers me, this togetherness that I'm seeing. And it is the cynical edge that I hear, particularly back in the UK. Oh, how can they be teaming? You know, these new leagues that pop in, pop out. How can they be passionate about playing for that new badge? Well, it happens. You know, it's just being in that team. Doesn't matter what team you play for.
Professional sportsmen.
Yeah, it's a team. You want to win.
Yeah, they want to win. They want to do well, and you saw that tonight. And I think that, you know, it's a fair point. I hear it as well, and predominantly out of England, but these boys want
a bit of a cynical bunch.
Yeah, a little bit.
Especially if you haven't got their steak and chips there.
Yes.
They're mushy peas and they're
Unless
gravy.
you've got your flat cap on and you whip it.
But it is about the team. Like, we're a team as well, and when we have a good show, we go and we high-five each other, we hug each other. Dooley picks us both up with one arm each, and he straddles off. So
Trudge off.
We do that, of course we do. Let's have a look at the Mumbai Indians team as well. It's been too good a team to be languishing at the bottom of the table as they were for half of the tournament. But the next half, switched gears, picked up their game, people started contributing. We will just not start and where Rohit Sharma would bat, because then we're gonna miss the last place home. So we're just gonna ask whether they make any changes to this side. Doesn't look like
It doesn't look like it. They have. It's like JP Duminy is an insurance policy for them. Okay, he's not going to bat if they get off to a great start from Surya Kumar and Evan Lewis and Ishan Kishan. JP Duminy just keeps sliding down. We've seen that in the last two games when Mumbai are playing well.
He'll come out, for example, and people want to know, he'll come out if they're
2 for 20.
or 3 for 30 or something like that.
He'll be out there. At 2 for 20, I think he comes out ahead of Rohit Sharma. In that situation. That's what he's there for. He's an insurance policy to shore things up and then get them back on track. And then they can use that power at the back end. So that's why he's there. If they didn't want to play him, they could play a Dhananjaya or someone if it was going to turn. But it doesn't turn at Mumbai. They could play Mustafizur if they wanted an extra bowling option. But they're not bothered about it. By the time, since they've got him and Cutting into the side, they are just great blokes. Talked about it, team men, and they've lifted the spirit of that team without actually doing too much. Cutting's done a couple of good jobs with the bat, but they've just actually lifted the spirit in that camp. That's what they've done.